Hello everyone, my name is Phoebe Amaike and you're welcome to another episode of Conversations Worth Having. Conversations that I believe every young Nigerian should be having if we intend to get Nigeria right in our generation. So you're welcome. If you have not yet subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload other informative videos. The last time we talked about our right to life, and if you haven't watched that video, I'll leave a link in the description box so you can watch that video. This time around, we'll be looking at another very important right that is provided for by our 1999 Constitution, and it is very important. It flows from our right to life. And what is this right? According to Section 34 of the 1999 Constitution, every Nigerian, regardless of station, regardless of gender, regardless of tribe, regardless of religious affiliation, is entitled to the respect for the dignity of their person. What does this mean? Well, the Constitution has explained what this might mean. It has highlighted 3 points in which this concept is explained. The first thing is that every Nigerian should not be subjected to torture, inhuman or degrading experiences. Now, we understand what torture can be. Torture of any form. No Nigerian should be subjected to such treatments. That's one. Number 2, that no Nigerian should be subjected to slavery or servitude. And this invariably means that every Nigerian should be paid a wage for their services. Nobody's service or nobody's labor should be taken or remunerated. Number 3, and that is like the interesting part, that no Nigerian should be required to perform any forced or compulsory labor. It gets pretty interesting. What does that mean? There are exceptions to this rule. There are instances, that means that there are instances where Nigerians might be required to perform compulsory labor or forced labor. These instances can be broadly categorized as instances or activities or labor that will benefit the community or the nation at large, maybe for development, educational, defense purposes. One of such is the training of our armed forces and the police force. It is common knowledge that the police force and the armed forces, the military, the army, the navy, I can't remember the other one, they are all engaged in trainings before they be enlisted into the military or the police force. Now, this form of training, even though it is rigorous, it is very tedious, but they must undergo such training. And even in line of action, they are also exposed to a lot of terrible, harsh conditions, which should not ordinarily be. But you don't want your defense operatives running away from bullets, so you have to subject them to rigorous training. Another instance where labor might be made compulsory for every Nigerian is carrying out environmental sanitation. I remember we used to do this a while back. I don't know if it applies to everywhere in Nigeria, but I'm pretty sure that a while back in Lagos, it was very mandatory on Saturdays, maybe second Saturdays of the month, that every Lagosian should clean up their environment. Now, even though the Constitution says nobody should be required to perform forced labor, but in this instance, every Lagosian was expected to carry out the environmental sanitation exercise. That is another instance. Another very interesting instance, and that one is even very dear to my heart, is the NYSC exercise, the National Youth Service Corps exercise. For the purpose of facilitating unity and togetherness, the NYSC Corps was created. And in this exercise, we have a 3-week orientation period where youth corpers are given paramilitary training. They have to embark on very rigorous training exercises, not to break their spirits or to train them for the military, but just to build up their morale and all of that. Now, in that instance, even as much as uncomfortable as such an experience might be, this experience or this exercise has the backing of the law. So we cannot categorize the NYSC exercise as forced or compulsory labor. So now we know that every Nigerian is entitled to respect or dignity. Even if the person is a gatesman, even if the person is a CEO, the mere fact that that person is alive, the person is a Nigerian, that person is deserving of respect, should not be treated badly, should not be treated in an inhuman manner. Such a person should not be subjected to torture or be made to serve in unfavorable conditions. As Nigerians, we are entitled to the dignity of our person. Nobody should make you feel less of a human being because you're a Nigerian. Nobody should make you feel less of a human being because you're a northerner or you're a southerner. We are all Nigerians and we are entitled to respect due to a human being. I hope we've learned a few things here and there, and I hope going forward we will imbibe the culture of treating each Nigerian with respect, regardless of their station, regardless of their gender, regardless of their tribe. In fact, it has become commonplace for us to berate people of certain tribes and all of that, and it is wrong. So I hope that going forward, we will learn to treat each other better. I hope you've learned one or two things today. Join me next time when we discuss another very important right as provided for under our 1999 Constitution. Take care. Bye.